should you go to a cybersecurity conference? If you're a student or if you're someone without any technical background, or perhaps you don't necessarily have a lot of technical experience, are cybersecurity conferences a good idea for you, or is it a waste of time? Well, I want to show you a type of cyber conference. We call them BSides. There is a BSides conference in almost every city in the world. The idea of BSides is that it's run by the community and they were intended to be a cheaper version than the massive cybersecurity conferences. For comparison, most BSides conferences that I know cost you about $100 to $200 and even cheaper if you're a student, whereas the big cybersecurity conferences, some of them cost over $1,000 just to attend. Now, I could tell you if it's worth it, but before I tell you what I really think, I'm gonna ask individuals just like you who are brand new to cybersecurity or who have never even worked in cybersecurity, who have zero technical knowledge and zero technical skills, what they really thought about being in the conference. So let's ask some questions. How do you feel as someone who's completely new to the industry attending a cyber conference for the very first time?
It's a very different atmosphere from conferences I've been to in the past and corporate events. It's very casual. I think there's a vibe that people really value you for your skills as opposed to who you know and all that. It's very open. I feel like it's very open. There's a lot of opportunities to come in contact with people and also ideas that you wouldn't have come across before. And yeah, it was really interesting.
Do you feel it was a bit intimidating, like as an absolute beginner and someone who actually hasn't worked in the industry?
I mean, if it wasn't my husband, he actually in the industry, IT industry, he didn't ask me to come along. I don't think I had confidence to come along by myself. But I think it was very useful, especially first day, because they had a lot of the session that they talk about how to make your resume, how to appeal to recruiters, especially your section really encouraged me, like a non-technical and technical perspective. So I think it was useful. And then a lot of other things that get very, I can be overwhelmed because it's very technical. But I think it's good place for me to be exposed myself to all the languages and people, and then meeting some people who are actually in the industry. So I think there's a benefit, but I think it's good to just give it a go and come, and you'll get some good. Yeah.
So I'll ask you a quick yes or no answer. As an absolute beginner and as someone who's never worked in cybersecurity industry, do you think it's worth it to invest and go to a B-side conference? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah, I will say yes.
Awesome, thank you. Are you a student or do you work in cybersecurity?
Yeah, I'm a student. I'm doing Bachelor's of Cybersecurity at UTS. Yep.
Amazing. So do you think it was worth it for you to come to a B-Sides conference? Is it really appropriate for beginners?
To be honest, it was like very good opportunity to meet like cybersecurity professionals and to get all your questions answered.
So do you study cybersecurity or are you a cybersecurity professional? Do you work in cybersecurity?
No, I'm a student at UTS. I am doing computer science and majoring in cybersecurity.
Amazing. So do you think coming to the B-Side conference was worth it for you, or was it really intimidating and hard?
To be honest, it was quite interesting. You got to learn a lot. You got to meet great people. There's a lot of great experienced people here to talk to and learn from. So overall, good experience.
Do you recommend students to go to a B-Side conference if they have the chance to?
If you have the chance to, find your close mates and take them down. Because it's a good place, but you need people with you and you need to have fun.
Now, for those who don't know, there is a B-Sides conference in almost every city. So I want you to go to Google and I want you to type B-Sides and the name of your city. Now, B-Side conference usually consists of presentations. So usually someone presents a technical talk or something about cybersecurity careers. So usually the presentations are technical in nature. It is intended to be like a mini hacking conference. But you'll also find presentations presentations about cybersecurity careers and other interesting topics. The other really cool part of BSides conferences is they have rooms for capture the flag challenges and other competitions that you can participate in for learning purposes. Now, so far in day one, I got a chance to talk to so many people, and some of you even watch this YouTube channel. So please, if you see me outside, come and say hi. I always love to have a chat. Now, from my chats with individuals, especially those who are at the beginning of their cybersecurity career, I noticed that beginners tend to have two issues. The first one is price. So they told me that some people couldn't come because they couldn't afford the conference. And the other issue is some beginners feel a pressure that if they are in the conference, then they have to attend all the sessions and do all the challenges. Now, I want to talk about these two issues, especially the price, later in this video. And if you stick till the end, I will even give you a tip on how to do the conference for free. But before I do that, I want to show you a little bit behind the scenes of what goes on in a BSides conference. So let me show you. So in one of the rooms, you could go and perform this really cool challenge where you do some soldering to connect some LED lights to your badge, which I thought was pretty cool. And then in the main room, there were so many cool talks. Now, I couldn't really film inside because people just didn't like to be filmed. So instead, I just took some photos. So that's what the main hall looked like. And this is a quick snap from some of the really cool hardware challenges. And in this room, there was a massive capture the flag going on. And last but not least, I got to connect with some of my friends and colleagues, and we had lunch. And after that, I had to go and prepare to do my own presentation. Second day of the conference. So BSides are usually 2 days long. They're not very long, but I must say I made the rookie mistake on day one where I went to all the sessions, and I'm really feeling it today. There was so many awesome technical talks, but there was also awesome non-technical talks, and I think what tired me the most is I had a talk as well, so I presented, and yeah, I just underestimated how much it takes out of me to present something to a large number of people, but it was a lot of fun. So today I'm just going to take it easy. I'm planning to attend an AppSec talk and another talk about critical thinking, which is pretty cool, and I want to check out the hardware hacking sessions. Let's go. So this was actually one of my most favorite presentations. This was an application security specific presentation, which is a topic I'm always interested in. And the next session was also really interesting. It was about critical thinking, and I found myself really agreeing with the presenter on so many things. So that was cool to do. Unfortunately, I couldn't film more because, like I said, people don't really like it when you film. So I'll cap it here. Now, the biggest question is, as a beginner, is it really worth it to go to a BSides conference? And my honest and unfiltered opinion is yes, 100% it's worth it. I know multiple people in real life who landed their first cybersecurity job through a connection and a person they met on a BSides conference. In fact, one of them is a member of my Discord server. Now, having said that, the biggest mistake that I see beginners make when they go to these events is that they put so much pressure on themselves to network. They feel like they have to talk to everyone, they have to attend every session, and they have to do all the things, which is simply not possible. Even I struggle with that. I definitely did not go to all the sessions. I didn't get to talk to everyone that I needed to talk to, but that's perfectly fine. The fact that you dressed up and you went to a conference is an accomplishment on its own. Trust me, you've learned something. You are in that environment, you get inspired, and yeah, if you can network and meet people, that's perfectly fine. But if you go to a conference and you don't talk to too many people, that's also perfectly fine. You're still learning, you're still in that environment. So it's really important not to put that pressure on yourself so you can relax, enjoy the event, and actually learn something. Now, a power tip for those who watch the video till the end is that there is a way to attend these conferences without paying any money, and that is volunteering. Not many people seem aware that you can actually volunteer at these events. In fact, last year I went to the most expensive cybersecurity conference in my city as a volunteer, and I was the only experienced person in the volunteers group because most of my colleagues don't even know that you can actually volunteer. So every conference they usually need people to help them out, so look through their website and email them and express your interest in volunteering. This way you get to help out, you get to make friends and connections a lot faster, but also you get to do the conference for free. Now, the most important people people that you will meet in the industry are actually recruiters and hiring manager. If you want to know what it's like to talk to a recruiter or a hiring manager and what do they think is the best way to land your first cybersecurity job, then I've sat down with a world-renowned cybersecurity recruiter and I asked him questions about how to land your first cybersecurity job. You can check it out all in this video and I'll see you there.